Obviously, we're going to begin with that news alert tonight. D. Wade, not a Heat lifer after all. Hello again, everybody, and good evening. This coming down just in the last several minutes. Miami's superstar is apparently heading home.
Yep, the Bulls' mission to court him, a success. Sports director Steve Shapiro live in the Newsplex with this info. Steve.
This feels upsetting to me. There are reports tonight that Chicago has cleared salary cap for Dwayne Wade and that Wade is going home to Chicago. Social media blowing up. Multiple reports that Wade will leave the Heat and join the Bulls. The relationship between Wade and Pat Riley has gone south. When Riley asked Wade to wait until the Heat pursued Kevin Durant, then after the Heat failed to get Durant, Riley offered Wade 2 years and $40 million. That was less than Wade wanted and less money than players of Wade's stature were getting. The offer from Chicago, we're told, 2 years, $47 million. Wade has played all of his 13 years with the Heat, 12 times an All-Star, 3 times an NBA champion here, a Finals most valuable player, but Wade was never the highest paid player on his own team, and this time, at almost 35 years old, Wade wanted his money. We have our Heat insider, Tim Reynolds, from the Associated Press on the telephone. Tim, can you hear me?
I can, Steve.
Are you confirming that Wade is leaving the Heat?
Yes, AD has been told. We got told about 9:45, 9:50, I guess, that the decision was made tonight. I expect that we will hear from Dwayne Wade at some point this evening, but it is confirmed he is going sometime tomorrow on the Chicago Bulls.
There was a $7 million difference between what the Heat offered and what the Bulls offered. What went wrong between Wade and Riley in the end?
I don't know. I don't know what, if anything, went wrong. I think it was the second consecutive year of Dwayne feeling disrespected. And whether he was right or wrong to feel it, that's totally up to him. The priority this season was Hassan Whiteside. This offseason was to get Hassan Whiteside. This is just speculation on my part, Steve, but Dwayne Wade and Kevin Durant do not get along. That they had, they argued through social media a few years ago when Kevin Durant very openly thought James Harden was better than Dwayne. I think Dwayne was hurt to see Miami court Kevin Durant, even though they didn't get him, obviously. I think Dwayne was bothered by that. That led to hurt feelings once again. And, Chicago's offer was a bit more money, and it's a chance to go home, just like LeBron James did.
Where do the Heat go from here? What do the Heat do now?
Well, Pat Riley was working trades throughout the day. They do have plans. You're not going to replace Dwayne Wade. You're not going to do it this offseason. Obviously, those guys are gone. Those guys are spoken for. And it's not even assured, Steve, that they're going to match Tyler Johnson's $50 million offer sheet from the Brooklyn Nets. They do have a few days to figure that out. They still think the way that deal is structured, it might be too punitive for them to match. There are some deals in play. They may try to move Josh McRoberts and turn him into maybe a couple of lower-tier players. I don't know what this means for Udonis Haslem either. This could be a complete facelift, a complete remodel of the Heat locker room, at least its makeup.
I know that you have work to do. Chris Bosh is on premium television as we speak. Do you have any sense of what Chris Bosh is going to be doing next year?
I don't think even Chris Bosh knows, and I would be really surprised if anything going on in that interview, which may be airing right now. I'm not watching it. I don't think he's going to announce anything tonight. The interview was taped yesterday. The Heat do not know any more than they knew a couple months ago about his status. He wants to play. We've known that. Whether he will be cleared and, more importantly, able to play, I doubt we know anything until September or October. My sense is still it's going to be very difficult for Chris Bosh to resume playing basketball.
Tim, thank you very much. I know you got work to do. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Steve.
Tim Reynolds, everybody, Associated Press, confirming tonight that Dwayne Wade is leaving the Miami Heat after 13 years to go home to Chicago, where he was raised, to join the Chicago Bulls. I got to tell you, this feels the same to me as when Dan Marino almost went to the Minnesota Vikings at the end of his career. He decided instead to retire and be a lifelong Miami Dolphin. Dwayne Wade leaving to go to the Chicago Bulls. Wade, by the way, will be on live television tomorrow morning with Kelly Ripa. I'll be back later in sports, live in the Newsplex. Steve Shapiro, 7 News.